Good morning students. Today I will discuss 7 questions of your chapter graph, which is your chapter number 4 under algebra. So come to your question, come to your page 232, question number 4. This is short answer type questions. So read these questions carefully. Find the value of 1 by x plus 1 by y if the points x, 0, 0, y and minus 1, minus 1 are collinear. So first, let the first part, read the second part carefully. If these 3 points are collinear. So what is the meaning of collinear? So collinear means they are in a straight line. That means suppose like this, they lie in a straight line, or suppose this is a straight line, then these 3 points are like this in a straight line, or suppose this, that means suppose this is point 0, y, this is suppose b, 0 and this is minus 1, minus 1. Then we can say that these 3 points are in collinear. That means those points who are in a straight lines, those points which are lying in a straight line, these points are known as collinear points to each other. Now, suppose this is a straight line, and the equation of a straight line, we know that the equation of a straight line is px plus qy is equals to r. This is an equation of straight line. This is an equation of straight line. Suppose px plus qy equals to r. Now, our points are x, 0, 0, y and minus 1, minus 1. Now, they are collinear. That means they lie in this straight line. That means each of these points will satisfy the equation of this straight line, which is px plus qy is equals to r. Px plus qy is equals to r. So our first point is x, 0, which will satisfy this equation. That means in this point, this x is the coordinate of x axis and this 0 is the coordinate of y axis. Now just put this coordinate of x axis in place of x and coordinate of y axis in place of y. So p into, so our first coordinate, which is the coordinate of x axis, is x. So put here x in place of x and q into, now coordinate of y axis is 0. So put 0 in place of y and this is equals to r. That means p into x is equals to r. Why? Because q into 0 is 0. Now from here find the value of x, because we have to find the value of 1 by x plus 1 by y. We have to find this value. That's why here find the value of x, which is r by p. Next, this point, take this point and this point will also satisfy this equation of straight line. So again put this point in this equation. Now P, here the first coordinate is 0. That means the x coordinate is 0. So put here 0 in place of x plus q into, here the y coordinate is y. So put y in place of y. This is equals to also r. So from here we can find the value of q because p into 0 is 0. So qy is equals to r. This implies, now find the value of y. We already know that the value of x is r by p. So from here find the value of y, which is r by q. Now take our last point, which is minus 1 and minus 1. That means x coordinate is minus 1 and the y coordinate is also minus 1. Again satisfy this equation. Now put minus 1 in place of x, that means p into minus 1. Okay. Next put minus 1 in place of y, that means q into minus 1 is equals to r. So p into minus 1, that means minus p plus q into minus 1, that means minus q is equals to r. Now minus p plus minus q is equals to r. Now take this minus common, that means p plus q is equals to r. This implies p plus q is equals to, take this minus this side, that means p plus q is equals to minus r. Now we have to prove that 1 by x, we have to prove that 1 by x plus 1 by y is equals to, we have to find this value. So from here p equals to r by x and from here q is equals to r by y. Now put this value p and q in terms of x and y. So the value of p is r by x, right? So put here r by x plus the value of q is r by y. So put here r by y is equals to minus r. Now take this r common from these two terms. So take r common, that means 1 by x plus, take r common, that means 1 by y is equals to also minus r. That means 1 by x plus 1 by y is equals to, now minus r divided by this r, that means this is equals to minus 1. That means the value of 1 by x plus 1 by y is equals to minus 1. Now our next question, question number 7. Find the values of k, the point k square minus 6k plus 8 and 10 lie on the x axis. So here our point is k square minus 6k plus 8 comma 10. So this point lie on y axis. This point lie on y axis. So what is the meaning of this? Here this is the coordinate of x and this 10 is the coordinate of y. So if this is x axis and this is y axis, suppose this point is here, so that means this is the coordinate of x, which is k square minus 6k plus 8, and this distance, that means this distance is coordinate of y, which is 10. Now, in our question, this point lie on y-axis. This is the y-axis. This is our y-axis. That means this point is either in the upper part on this axis, right? This point is on this axis. That means maybe the upper part of y-axis or the lower part of y-axis. But this point is must be here. Okay. Now, that means the value of x, if a point lie on y-axis, that means the coordinate of x, that means this distance is 0, because this is our x-axis. So, if this is the point, then look at here, the distance from x-axis is 0. If the point is in lower half of y-axis, then also the distance is 0. If the point is here, then this is the distance from x-axis, right? This is the distance. But if the point is in y-axis, then the distance from x-axis, which is this axis from x-axis, is 0. So, that means the coordinate of x-axis, is 0. So, that means k square minus 6k plus 8 is equals to 0, which implies, now find the value of k. So, k square minus 4 to the 8, that means minus 2k minus 4k plus 8 is equals to 0. So, take k common. So, k from this from this first two term, k square minus 2k, take k common, k minus 2, and from this last two term, take 4 minus 4 as common. So, k minus 2 is equals to 0, which implies k minus 4 into k minus 2 is equals to 0. That means either k minus 4 is equals to 0 or k minus 2 is equals to 0. That means the value of k is 4 or the value of k is equals to 2. Next question, question number 9. Find the value of a if the straight line 10x plus a minus 1y is equals to 11a minus 3 passes through the origin. This is important in this question. Passes through the origin. This is the equation of straight line given. So, our given equation is 10x plus a minus 1 into y is equals to 11 a minus 3. Now, what is the general equation of straight line? We know that the equation of a straight line is px plus qy is equals to r. Now, compare this equation with this general form of equation of straight line. Here, the value of P is 10 and the value of Q is A minus 1 and the value of R is 11A minus 3. Now, this equation passes through, or this straight line passes through origin. That means, if this is our x coordinate and y coordinate, we know that this is the origin. Suppose O, and the coordinate of origin is 0, 0, because from this point O, the distance of y coordinate is also 0 and the distance of x coordinate is also 0. We know that if this is a point, then the first one is x coordinate and the second one is y coordinate. So here the distance from this point O to x axis is 0, that's why the x coordinate is 0, and the distance of y axis from this point, which is O, is also 0. That's why the second coordinate is also 0. Now in our question, this equation passes through origin. That means maybe this is the equation, or maybe this is the equation, maybe this. There are infinite number of possibilities. But the important fact is all the straight lines passes through origin. That means this point 0, 0 will satisfy this equation. So a straight line passes through origin means this point 0, 0 will satisfy this equation. That means we have to this point 0, 0 satisfy this equation. Suppose this is equation number 1. So satisfy equation 1. Now satisfy means we have to put the x coordinate 0 in place of x and this y coordinate 0 in place of y. So put 0 in place of x, that means 10 into 0 plus. Here the value of q is a minus 1 into y, that means the coordinate of y is also 0. So put here 0 in place of y, and this is equals to 11 a minus 3. Suppose this is the value of r. Next 10 into 0, 0 plus a minus 1 into 0 is also 0. So this is equals to 11 a minus 3. So this implies 11 a minus 3 is equals to 0. This implies a minus 3 is equals to also 0, because we know that if we divide 0 by anything, it will give us 0 only. That means the value of a, that means a minus 3 is equals to 0, which implies the value of a is 3. Now come to your next question, question number 11. Find the equation of a straight line passing through this point k minus 7. Now come to your next question, question number 11. Find the equation of a straight line passing through this point k minus 7 and parallel to the x axis. So what does it mean, parallel to the x axis? So if a straight line, this is a straight line, suppose this is our x coordinate and y coordinate. This is a straight line, but this straight line is not parallel to any axis, x axis or y axis. But if I draw a straight line like this or like this, these lines are parallel to y axis. This is origin. So these straight lines are parallel to y o y dash, that means y axis. Or if I draw some straight lines like this or like this. Now these lines are parallel to x o x dash, that means x axis. So the equation of a straight line, we know that the equation of a straight line is px plus qy is equals to r. Right? Now look at these straight lines. All straight lines. So in case of these straight lines, the value of y is constant because the distance from y-axis is constant. Suppose for this straight line, here the distance and here the distance is same, right? That means the distance from x-axis is remaining same. Again, suppose for these straight lines, these are parallel to y-axis, right? Now notice one thing, distance from this y-axis is same. Here the distance, if this distance is a, then this distance is also a. If this distance is b, suppose consider this straight line, suppose the distance from y-axis is here b, then also the distance from here from x-axis is also b. That means the equation of these straight lines which are parallel to b is constant. So here in our question, this straight line is parallel to x-axis. That means the equation of this straight line is y equals to b. Now this is our equation. B is here any real number, that means constant. That means the equation of x-axis straight line which is parallel to x-axis is y equals to constant. Y equals to constant. So suppose take here this b as this constant. Now our point k minus 7 will satisfy this equation because this point lie on this straight line. Here y equals to b means 0 into x plus y into 1 is equals to b. Now put this point will satisfy this equation. That means put here k in place of x and the coordinate of y which is minus 7 in place of y. Here 0 into k which is the coordinate of x axis plus b minus 7 in place of y because minus 7 is the coordinate of y axis into 1 is equals to b. So 0 into k, 0 minus 7 into plus 1 minus 7 is equals to b. That means b, the value of b is minus 7. That means the value of b is minus 7. Now our equation of this straight line is y equals to b. So put here, suppose this is equation 1. So put b equals to minus 7, the value of b equals to minus 7 in equation 1. So y equals to b, the value of b is minus 7. So take this 7 this side, that means y plus 7 is equals to 0. So this is our equation of the straight line which passes through this point k minus 7 and also parallel to x axis. Next question 15. Determine the Cartesian coordinates of the point whose polar coordinates are root 2 and pi by 3. So what are Cartesian coordinate and polar coordinates? So if this is the x-axis and y-axis, this is origin, x o x dash is x-axis and y o y dash is y-axis. Now suppose this is a point P. Now suppose this distance is x and or suppose this distance is a and this distance, which is the distance of the point from y-axis, is b. Then the Cartesian coordinate of this point will be P A comma B. Now what are polar coordinates of a point? Suppose this distance from origin. Suppose this distance of this point P from origin is R and this angle from x-axis is theta. Then the polar coordinate of this point P will be R comma theta. So this AB is the Cartesian coordinate of this point P and this R comma theta is the polar coordinate of this point P. Now we have to learn what is the relation between this Cartesian coordinate and polar coordinate. So the relation between polar coordinate and Cartesian coordinate take x equals to, a equals to, because here a is our value of Cartesian coordinates. So take a equals to r cos theta. A is the x coordinate. Okay. So take x coordinate, a is equals to r cos theta and this b, which is the y coordinate of Cartesian coordinate, b is equals to take r sin theta. So with x coordinate take cos theta and with y coordinate take sin theta. So this is the relation between polar coordinate and Cartesian coordinate. From these two equations we can convert a polar coordinate, a Cartesian coordinate to a polar coordinate and a polar coordinate to a Cartesian coordinate. So here in our question our polar coordinates are given, which is root 2 comma pi by 3. So here the polar coordinate are root 2 pi by 3. That means this r comma theta. The value of r is root 2. Compare with this r comma theta. The value of r is root 2 and the value of theta is pi by 3. Now we have to convert this r comma theta to this Cartesian coordinate, which is a comma b from this equation. So we have to find the value of a comma b. We are given the value of r and theta. So take a equals to r cos theta. Now put the value of r. So here the value of r is root 2. So put root 2 here and cos, the value of theta is pi by 3. So here in place of theta put pi by 3. So root 2 into cos pi by 3. We know that the value of pi is 180 degree. So 180 degree divided by 3, that means 60 degree. That means cos 60 degree. And we know that the value of cos 60 degree is half. root 2 into 1 by half. That means 1 by root 2. Now b equals to r sin theta. So here in place of r put root 2 and sin in place of theta here put pi by 3. This is equals to root 2, again sin 60 degree, and the value of sin 60 degree we know root 3 by 2. Again cut this root 2 and 2, it will give us root over 2, that means root 3 by root over 2, which we can write it as under root 3 by 2. So our value of Cartesian coordinate AB is, put A first because A is the coordinate of x-axis. That's why take the value of A first. Next take the value of B because B is our y coordinate. That means root over 3 by 2. So this is our answer. Our last question number 17, express the following statements in the form of simultaneous linear equation. So what is simultaneous linear equation? Linear equation means ax plus b is equals to 0. This is a linear equation with one variable, and the highest power of this variable should be 1, not more than 1. Then we call this equation as linear equation. Now what is simultaneous linear equation? ax plus by is equals to c. Look at this expression. Here the number of variables are 2, x and y, and also the power of these variables should be 1, not more than 1. Then this type of equation is known as simultaneous linear equation. Now we have to convert A and B in form of these equations. Again, this is an equation with two variables. So we need two equations to solve this equation. To solve this equation means to find the value of x and y. We can't find the value of two variables with one equation. We need at least two equations to find the value of x and y. So take here px plus qy is equals to d. Then also we can find the value of x and y, otherwise we can't. So these two equations is known as simultaneous linear equation. Linear because the power of each variable should be 1, not more than 1. Now read question number A. If 2 is added to both the numerator and denominator of a fraction, it becomes 5 by 7. So first take the first part. So if 2 is added to both numerator and denominator of a fraction, it becomes 5 by 7. So first you need a fraction. So let x by y is the fraction. We have to just form the simultaneous linear equation. We don't have to find the value of x and y. So suppose x is our numerator and y is the denominator of the fraction. That means y is not equals to 0 because y is our denominator. Now, first part of this question, that is 2 is added to both numerator and denominator of the function. So, first add 2 with both numerator and denominator. Then it becomes 5 by 7. So, this is equals to 5 by 7. Now, cross multiply both sides, which is 7x plus 7 to the 14 is equals to 5 into y plus 5 to the 10. Now, take this 5y this side, that means 7x minus 5y is equals to 10 minus 14, which is equals to 7x minus 5y is equals to 10 minus 14, that means minus 4 because 14 is more than 10. Now come to your part 2 of this question. And if 1 is subtracted from both the numerator and denominator, the value of the fraction becomes half. So, in our next step, subtract 1 from both numerator and denominator. So, subtract 1 from numerator, that's why x minus 1, y minus 1 is equals to half. Again cross multiply both sides, which is 2x minus 2 is equals to y minus 1. This is equals to 2x minus y is equals to minus 1 plus 2. So, 2x minus y is equals to 1 because 2 is more than 1, that is why this sign is positive, and here 14 is more than 10, that is why the sign is negative. So, these two equation, equation 1 and equation 2 is our simultaneous equation, and this two equation is our answer. Now question number B. The ones unit digit of a 2-digit number is twice of its tens digit. So, first assume let the tens digit is x. Then the ones unit digit of a 2-digit number is twice of its tens digit. That means the tens digit, ones digit, if ones digit is y, then our first equation is 2x is equals to y. This is our first equation. Next part of this question, the number obtained by reversing the digit. So, first we have to construct the number. Suppose 5 is the 10 digit of a number and 1 is the ones digit of a number. Then the number we get is 51. That means 50 plus 1. This is equals to 51. So, here the tens digit is x. That means the number is 10 into x plus y. This is our actual number. Now, in our question, according to our question, number obtained by reversing the digit. So, by reversing the digit, we will get the number 10y plus x. Suppose 5 and 1, if we reverse these two digits, we will get the number 15. That means 10 plus 5. So, 10y plus x is our, after reversing the number, we will get the number 10y plus x. Now, reversing the digits of the number is 18 more than the original number. That means this number is 18 more than this number. That means we can form our second equation, which is 10y plus x. This is more than 18 of this number. That means add 18 with this number. 18 plus 10x plus y. Now take this 10x and y this side, which is minus 10x minus y is equals to 18. This implies 10y minus y. That means 9y. 10x plus x, that means minus 9x is equals to 18. So this implies y minus x is equals to 2. So this is our second equation. So this is our first equation and this is our second equation, and these two equations is the simultaneous equation will form. So these two equation 1 and 2 have formed is a simultaneous equation. Now practice all the 7 questions carefully, because if you can understand these 7 questions, you are able to solve half of the questions of this chapter. So try to understand these 7 questions. Thank you, students.